again, I realize I have so many tapes. I said I have 50 of them, or about that. So one a week, take a year. Don't know how long I'll be doing this. I mean, it's a lot of fun to do this, but I, Tuesday is the regular night, but I pop up. And again, usually I just throw in a tape and listen to it because most of them I don't really have an idea what's on them, except I know there's 80s music. But this one says Social Distortion, Descendants, Cramps, and Vandals. And in my mind, those are all punk bands. And the writing on this is not mine, so I don't know. A lot of times when I'd have conversations with people about music, I'd talk about music I didn't have on tape, and they would bring me, say, "Oh, I have a bunch of that. I'll record it. I'll bring it to you as a mixtape." So that might be where this tape came from, or it was one of my roommates that I acquired somehow. But hopefully, when I push play, it it, it has music on it. I said I don't. I'm. This is just random stuff I found. I thought this would be fun to throw in 40-plus-year-old tapes and see if they played. So far, they've all played. I love that mohawk. And well, hopefully this one plays also, and we'll be able to listen to some punk music because I hear a lot of non-80s music that people call punk, like Green Day. I never thought of Green Day as punk. I thought of them as alternative rock, but not punk. And like I said, I recognize these bands as punk. I mean, the major ones, Black Flag, Suicidal Tendencies, Butthole Surfers, who else? Buzzcocks. I mean, I don't know. Just in my mind, when I hear these bands, Descendants, Socials, they are punk. So let's put them in. Let's play and see if this is actually what's on here. It's the only way you can find out is put in one of those 40-year-old tapes and push play. What? Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's punk. I recognize that as a punk beat. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, this is definitely punk music. Super fast. Like I said, this is either Social Distortion or Descendants. That's what's on this side. But I don't recognize it. I recognize the music. I don't recognize the band. But this is punk music. That's why it was such good skate music. Super fast, super aggressive. Yeah, this brings me back to the skate park. Getting aggressive. Trying to be rad. I wish I knew where I got this. Now you know why we did mosh pits to this. It just sounds aggressive. You want to skank around and hit people. And they're quick songs too. Like 2-3 minutes. See, it's not much you hear this fast. Green Day's not this fast. They're like half the speed. Punk's fast. It's like techno music, 160 beats a minute. Well, that was a short song. Tape's a little low. I wonder how much YouTube will pick up. Yeah, I don't know if this is Descendants or KSOL. I mean, not KSOL, Social Z. Somebody came in, that's good. God, I miss this. That's what I listened to as like a 12-year-old. 11, 12, even 10-year-old, yeah, at skate park. That's the music I listened to. Usually coming from some punk kid's boombox. But yeah, this is it. This is the thrash music. And I had a lot of friends that had mohawks and tattoos and piercings. Of course, everybody has piercings now, but back then, if you had piercings, you were a punker. Wow. I don't think I've ever listened to this tape. Like I said, I think somebody said, oh, I have a bunch of punk music, I'll put it on tape for you. And I put it in my case. And now I'm playing it 40 years later. All the music has purpose in the language, that's for sure. This was their soapbox for sure. Like, I played the other one, Hamburger Burger. Fuck the government. Hamburger Burger, go to school naked, Hamburger Burger. Yeah, it's all very negative and aggressive. But that was punk. We were aggressive, like us skaters. A little different than the ska music. Ska's all fun and happy. This is all anger and destroy. Mosh pit, punch people, kick people. Get your aggression out. That was me back then. A rebel skater. Now I'm an old gimpy man. I don't even have my piercings anymore. They came out of the hospital when I had my stroke. I don't even know where my piercings are that I had when I went to the hospital. They're around here somewhere. Super fast. I said 2-minute songs, 3-minute songs. Quick and aggressive. You see why this is skate music. Fast and aggressive. The voices are very distorted. Raspy.
I'm the best. I don't care. I'm sitting at my desk. You can't bother me. Yeah, I'm far away from you.
I'm gonna see if YouTube tells me what band this is. It'll be interesting to see if this punk music is uploaded as copyright on YouTube. There's a Rebel. Billy Idol. Although his music wasn't punk. He was alternative rock. My friend Cornfart's skater was sitting here, he'd be like, oh yeah, I remember this music. Make you want to go skate. You don't really dance to this though. You just go to the mosh pit. Bounce off people and hit people, and that's why it's a mosh pit. That's what this music makes you want to do. Run around and bump into people and push people and skank. Well, skank's ska dance, but yeah. Get in and out of the song is really quick on an album. You have like 1 second lag between songs. I wonder if I'm going to be able to tell when it's a different band. Kind of like techno, you can already tell when you go from one song to the next. It's hard to tell one band from the other in punk. Guess we'll find out though. I think this was Social D. They're one of the more popular punk bands. I don't know exactly who the Descendants are. I just remember they're a punk band.
Stereotyped. I want to be classified.
Now people that want to know what punk music was, this is it. coming from the 40-year-old tapes. Late 70s, early 80s punk. A lot of people don't realize that punk was the 70s, just like disco was 70s. Punk was 70s. And it spilled over into the early 80s. And then new wave started and disco kind of went away. It's a good response to disco music though, isn't it? Disco was all frilly and sissy-like. And you had your opposite aggression. Totally brings you back to skate contests. This music was always blaring during skate contests. People in. See people are jumping around in here. I don't blame you. What the hell is this guy doing? Does this old man even know what punk music is? Evidently I do. Although I don't know where I got this tape. I'm glad I have it. Trying to, I recognize the punk music, but as of yet I haven't recognized the song as one I've heard before, or that I recognize that I've heard before. I mean, obviously, it sounds like one I might have heard before. This is what I heard in my ears when I was skating all the time and when I was 10 and 12. But it's not like I can sing the song because I know the lyrics. Amity Burger, that punk song I knew. But these, no. Don't take away from the fact that it's really good punk music. I've been alive. Been alive, and now I feel alive. So that's why I've been actually brave enough to do these lives. Yeah. World changes after a stroke. Life's just different. I said, this takes me back. Take me way back to the pre-high school days at the skate park. This is way faster than Green Day. That's really the only band I know that people call punk now. Or they did. Even Green Day was what, like 90s? Late 90s? But they weren't this fast. To me, they were alternative rock, not punk. They were great. I love Green Day, but they weren't this fast. They were a modern punk, I guess. Ooh. A little slower song. Well, at first, yeah. This is more Green Day style. Their slow song is Green Day's fast song. Yeah, this is a ballad for them. Yeah, I can see it. I can see him saying this is punk, Green Day punk. It's like I said, it's a slow song for punk. People are dancing cheek to cheek, smooching to this song because it's a slow song. But it's Green Day speed. I think it's funny that everybody that comes in here is already a moderator. Because I made everybody a moderator back when I did my fishing lives. You came in all the time, you were a moderator. I totally forgot about it when I did my first live. I'm like, why is everybody blue? And I went, oh yeah, that's right. We used to have fun with moderators. We time each other out for fun. Oh yeah. Three-stroke days. Those were fun. Maybe this is... Maybe this is the other band. I don't know. I know the style of the music. I don't know the bands or their names. The only reason I know these is because it says it on the tape. Descendants, Social Distortion, Cramps, and Vandals. The Vandals would be interesting. I only know country punk albums for the Vandals, which is a really great album. And the Cramps, I only know that one song that Jenna or Wednesday did. Teenage Goo Goo Monk that went crazy on the internet. That's the Cramps, but I went to Damien in Laverne, Southern California, private all-boys school. Yep. Before that, I went to OLA, which was private Catholic school, co-ed, and I had to wear a uniform. Damien, I didn't have to wear a uniform. It's a little louder. It's just a different band. I think this is another band. Obviously still punk music, but I think this is another band. Yeah, you might think going to an all-boys school was a bummer, but we had 2 all-girl high schools affiliated with us. So. Private all-boys school, boo-hoo. 2 schools full of nutbag girls. Yeah. We had PC and St. Lucy's. And we call them St. Juicy's. The hotter chicks definitely went to St. Lucy's. And then we had a co-ed private school associated with the Web. Web was like private, I think it was like border school. Like you got boarded there, like, you know, people from other countries sent their kids here to go to high school in America. I never went to Web, to a dance there or anything, and I don't know, I probably knew kids from there, but I couldn't tell you any. Of course, it was 40 years ago, so. I wish I could tell you which band this was. Either Descendants or Social Distortion. This sounds different than the first song, so. So I don't know. Next week I'll be able to tell you if YouTube identifies the song. I'm glad this tape ended up being this tape. Yeah, 76 I started, I think. And then, yeah. My part closed in 83. So I did all my contests and I knew Tony Hawk and all the GOAT skaters in the late 70s and early 80s. I lived in Pomona, Southern California. Then in 84 I moved to Pebble Beach, where I am up here. Built a ramp, got sponsored by Santa Cruz, and started competing again in the late 80s. And then I stopped competing and just skated for fun until, ramped at least until like 96, 98. And then I just skated for fun for the rest of it. All the way up till the stroke 4 years ago. I could still street skate, cruise around and stuff. And you remember I started doing the skate and fish, and I started skating at the park in El Estero, like back in when I was like 50, 52 and that. And I had stroke when I was 55, and that ended everything. My balance is, I weeble wobble when I walk. Oh, this is a really slow punk song. But it's still quick. It's a ballad though. This is when you're slow dancing with your girl on the floor. I never broke any bones skateboarding, but I ended up, I think I broke this wrist, or they tore ligaments, punk dancing in the slam pit. My friend threw me over his back and I landed on my hand that way. And I had to wear my wrist brace for like 6 months. I never went to the doctor, so I don't know if I fractured it or tore ligaments, but I got a lot of bruises skateboarding, and I tore a ligament in my ankle, my right ankle skating. But never had to have a cast for anything. I got lucky. No broken bones, just hurt muscles and ligaments. I think this is Social D. They were a little more mellow punk, as I remember, a little more mainstream punk. I think Descendants were pretty hardcore punk. Hence all the really fast, aggressive songs in the first half of this. So I used Descendants and then Social D. And then the other side is Vandals and Cramps. When we get there. As you can tell, this music, compared to the first songs, these have a different structure. They're more like a Green Day kind of punk. A little softened. Trying to be a little more mainstream. Don't want to scare the parents too much. A little less aggressive vocals and lyrics. Yeah, at least I'm hearing it. Are you guys hearing it? I'm hearing it. It's a little toned down punk compared to the first song. And as I remember, Social Distortion was a little more mainstream punk, even for the early 80s. I hope I'm giving you guys some pertinent information. I'm trying to at least educate as I'm going through my 40-year-old tapes. What about now? I can't fish anymore. When I'm standing up, I have really extreme vertigo. So if I turn my head too much, my eyes start spinning and I get all dizzy. So I can't really cast anymore, or when I focus on things, my brain kind of short circuits. I like to say it's like those goats, the fainting goats. When you freak out and fall over. That's kind of me now. That's why I'm sitting right now. Trying to stay, and I'm trying to look at what's behind me in the, or actually I came to that. I'm trying to look through the phone to see what's behind me. Because if I forget and I turn around too quick, I get all loopy. Kind of sucks. You kind of feel normal until you stand up and try and do something. And then you go, oh, yep, I'm handicapped. I definitely have brain damage. That's why it took me 4 years to get back online. Yeah, I'm betting this is social distortion. I might get validated when this goes up to YouTube. They'll evaluate it and tell me what's copyrighted. That's kind of cool. It's got the two different styles of music on it, though. First, like 5-10 songs were extreme, true 80's punk. This is more, I've already said it a bunch of times, mainstream punk. And we'll see what the other side sounds like. It'll be interesting to me because I've only heard the country punk Vandals, and it's on my skate videos. I love it. Their country punk is really good. It's just like super fast country music. And I don't know if that's the album that's on the other side of this, or if it's an actual normal Vandal punk album. So we're gonna find out. Okay. Tell this is recorded from a record, you hear the static. Buggers! Rockabilly. New wave. Wow, I didn't realize those were all the different genres. That's a new wave haircut right there. Duran Duran, definitely new wave. New wave. wave. New wave. Kind of punk. Bob, that was me. All my friends had scooters. Mommy's Little Monster. I finally recognized the song. I definitely think this is social distortion. Mommy's Little Monster. This song was a hit for a punk band. And the other one was Beat on the Brat with a baseball bat. I think that was Suicidal Tendencies. Those are the two punk songs that I recognize the lyrics. And this one, Mommy's Little Monster. Fuck! I bet you YouTube recognizes this one. So these were, in the 80s, these were my friends. My friends all dressed like that. And looked like that. Oh, is it? Mommy's Little Monster? Yeah, it's probably Social Distortion then. They were a popular punk band. Them and Black Flag. Black Flag is one of the most, and Suicidal Tendencies. Those are the three that I think were the most popular. I recognize the song. Accomplishments. Didn't think I'd recognize any of the punk songs. Can't wait to find out if the Vandals, what Vandals is on the other side. And what Cramps. Because I only knew Teenage Goo Goo Mug, the one that became a big hit on Twitter. That was, I think that's the only song I recognized by the Cramps. But I remember their album cover, the guy had a really skeletons that had mohawks. And I just loved them because of Cramps. I love the name of the band. Oh yeah. Yeah. If you're not local, don't surf. They'll beat the shit out of you. Come into their water. I remember all that when I moved here. I was a skater, but all my friends were surfers, and they were always bitching about non-locals coming into their water and fights that broke out. And yeah, surf it's crazy. They're very territorial. I heard it. I never surfed, so. Oh, I got a like. Nice. Yeah, because of that, I'm voting for Social D. You can always Google it, Mommy's Little Monster by. That's a good thing nowadays. I can just tell you guys to Google something. You don't have to okay, go to the library, look up for their microfiche, look under punk music, early 80s. Hey, just ask Google or Siri. That's a good thing about technology. You're much more informative if you want to be. That's how my girlfriend looked back then. It's really good. I've been looking at this tape for the last month since I started this. Going, where did I get this tape? Where did I get this tape? And I still have no idea. I'm glad I got it. It has all the good music on it. And they helped me do a punk edition. Definitely more mainstream punk. This wasn't what I originally skated to. It was the hardcore stuff, like the first band. Like you can hear the crackling though. You can definitely tell it was recorded off a record. Some warble in the tape there. That was what happened to tape. Sometimes it got flipped over. Did you hear that? It was playing in reverse. Sometimes the tape is a tape, and if they got turned over, they would play it. Yeah, wow, that's cool. You can hear it. It's playing backwards. Or it was the devil. It was Satan. We just had a Satan interrupt us. And the song played backwards. I remember that was a big scandal in the 80s. If you play the record backwards, you hear Satan talking. And that's why punk music was from the devil. You can hear the devil talk and you played it backwards. I never did that, but it happened on tapes like that. Flips upside down and so it plays backwards. Wonder if this is actually the whole album on here. In the background you can hear my mom sneezing. The door closed and you can hear her sneezing out there. Well, I couldn't hear it. I don't know if you heard that, but I can hear it. Ah, it's got to be up to 13. Usually I only play these at 10. I don't know how loud it goes. See, that's the problem with tapes when we tape tapes. You heard that. That's my mom sneezing in the other room with the doors closed. But yeah, with tapes, getting it to the end and not cutting off a song was an art form. As you just heard right there, it just stopped. And now we're moving to the other side. So you can see that said social distortion, and this side says, is it the Cramps and the Vandals, or was this side say that? I don't know. Anyway, that's not my handwriting, so. Oh, there we go. I think it says that. Oh, wait, it's reversed, right? See, that says Vandals. Anyway, let's see how we do here. Let's see how this side goes. The flip side. Oh, it is. This is the Cramps I have. This is the country punk. Oh, no, wait. No, this is the Cramps. This is the one that went viral with Jenna Ortega. The Wednesday Dance. This song isn't really punk. It's more gothic. I wonder if YouTube's gonna recognize this one. Well, now we know what group it is. This is the Cramps. It'll be interesting to hear the other songs. I don't know if I'm gonna recognize them. I love this song in the 80s. So. I didn't even know I had this song. I have it on a 40-year-old tape. Yeah, this was cool when she did that. She did the dance in it was from a clip of the show. And they said, hey, let's put this on Twitter, see how it does. Went viral, got like 2 million views. Showed up all over on my computer when I got on at night to check it under my feed. All kind of listening to Wednesday's Dance. Wednesday's Dance. Uh-oh. Oh. Somebody taped over it. Did the devil come back? Is that Satan again? Something happened to it. Yeah, this isn't. This ain't punk music. This is more gothic. And let's see what comes next. Yeah, I have heard this song. have heard the album then. Yeah, this isn't. What would you classify this music as? It's definitely not punk. Psychobilly, maybe? Yeah, this might be classified as psychobilly. Kind of a rockabilly, punk, gothic kind of mix. It's definitely a unique sound. Now it'll be interesting to see what Vandals was on here. I thought at first this was the country punk, but nope. This is the Cramps. Yeah, this might be the definition of psychobilly. Kind of a mix of rockabilly, punk, and gothic kind of mixed into a ball and thrown out there. It was the 80's. There was a lot of mixed up weird music. Electro, punk, mod, new wave. Of course, we came from disco, so where are you going to go after disco? Different. And this is different than disco. I like the sound. I like this style of music, though. And it kind of has a little bit of surf music kind of mixed in there too. I think that's why it was called Psycho Billy. A lot of bands have their own sound, and sometimes that sound catches on and turns into a genre, and sometimes you just kind of fade away as being some band with a unique sound. Or a lot of this kind of sound that is morphed into a lot of the other 80s genres. Like the gothic and neuromantic and electro, synth pop. Alice Cooper. The Misfits. That's another punk band. Joy Division electro band. Dark 80's. Oh yeah. I remember the song. guess I did listen to the whole Creeps album. I mean, Cramps album, sorry. Kind of punky. Drug trade. A lot of people are on the drug trade. I like this music. Yeah, I said I classify it as psychobilly. Or at least that's what we called it 40 years ago. Well, that's cool. We've seen hardcore punk, more mainstream punk, and now a variation of punk. It's a good live. It covers a lot of 80's life in music. At least to me it does. And there's the tapes. Whoa. See, just that look I just did gave me vertigo. Sucks. My tape player, by the way. Yeah. I had to buy this at Best Buy. Actually has a CD player on top. Something we didn't have in the 80s. Towards the end of the 80s. Didn't we get CDs in the end of the 80s? Or was that? No, that was 90s. Well, I'm glad I recognized. I thought I only recognized one Cramp song, but I've definitely heard this album before. mid 80s, I think. This isn't early 80s, this is mid 80s, I think. 85, 86. I think. At least I think that's when I got this tape, was the mid 80s. The Toasters. Ska band, Fear, that's another punk band. More mainstream punk. This tape is tape low. I have it on 14. I usually only have it on 10. I wonder how many Vandal songs are on here. So I've got to check. We're at 18%. Almost time for me to hook up my extra battery. Okay. Now I'm set for the next 40 minutes. Time in 9:05. Okay. Saved for like an hour and a half. I'm glad this works out good for sound. I mean, having that right there in here, I've listened. Pretty good. I was wondering how audible the song was going to be, but that's good. I'm impressed. I think this was another one of their hits. Their only real hit was that one, Teenage Goo Goo Love. I saw I Couldn't Blame Them with New Order and Gene Loves Jezebel in 1986. I think or 87. Max Headroom! Punks! I mean mods. That girl right there? Power R&B singer? Only 15 years old. She got in trouble for that album cover. Nate God. Anyway, Kenny covered everything, but it was a big controversy in the 80s. She was haughty and naked. Can't beat naked women. Wait for the Vandals. Have a lot of them on other tapes. I've covered most of the genres so far. Well, I got punk on this one, ska on the other one, rockabilly on one, mod. I've done new wave. Of course, a lot of tapes are new wave. When I get into the clubby stuff, a lot of the tapes are going to be electro, or what people call synth pop. A lot of Cure, Erasure, dance music. I'm recognizing songs now. Angry Samoans. It's another punk band. Tom Tom Club. They were a derivative of Talking Heads. Or Talking Heads side project was the Tom Tom Club. I've said that before. Oh yeah, this is another popular or a hit for the Cramps. Some new kind of drug because we kind of, yeah. I'm recognizing the hits now. My ears still work good. Stroke didn't kill all my brain cells. No innuendos there. I'm glad I was able to identify psychobilly. I mentioned it on one of the earlier lives, but yeah, this is psychobilly. This sound. I'm trying to think of other bands that were psychobilly. Takes me back to when I first moved here in '84, hanging out with the surfers, because there weren't many skaters around, just me. But I'd hang out at parties and skaters would be playing this, the surfers, we'd have this kind of music. Surf punks, they're kind of psychobilly too. The Beat. The Clash. I was trying to remember the other day, what genre was The Clash? I don't know. Alternative rock. I love the bass line. Yeah, I remember hanging out late at night. late at night, drinking more after parties.
Love me.
Love me. It's another one of their songs I remember really well. Love me. Such a great song. Okay, yeah, when I heard that Jenner take a Goo Mud, I was going, I used to love the Cramps, or did I just love this one song? But no, I love that. I recognize a lot of these. Yes. Love me. Such a great song. Oh yeah, and this. Oh wow, really? Wow. Yes, I love this music. Wow. Brings me back to 84, living in a new town, and being independent, 18-year-old, partying with my friends, hanging out late nights at people's houses, drinking beer, being mellow. Oh yeah. I love the bass lines. Wow, I didn't know a lot of Cramp songs. What how many albums they had? It might have been this, only been this one. It might have been a one-band wonder, or one-album wonder. Yeah, psychobilly wasn't a big genre. No. Is it all gonna
Why can't I tell you what it is?
be?
I went out last night and got messed up. When I woke up this morning, she when I had in the bed with me. He jumped up out of bed, put his hand down the eye, and looked at me like the darn kind of leg brother do. It said,
This is a great song too. Kind of country.
so this time we got way over here. said,
This is a drum I could play.
she said,
It's such a great song. Wonder how much Vandals is on here, because it's already 9:18. I think this only goes till an hour and 45 minutes. We're at 1:21. This is a good song you can dance, you can sing to, because you'll recognize and remember the lyrics. Ooh, ee, ah, ah.
You know what she told me? Do you know what she's trying to tell me? She said, ooh, it feels so good.
I love the Cramps. Psychobilly rules. Okay, this might be the Vandals. Are we back to punk music? Yep. This is punk music again, the Vandals. Well, it's the first Vandals I've heard that's not country punk. Yeah, they were a good punk band. Yep, I recognize the voice. It's definitely Vandals. Brief interlude of psychobilly, and now we're punk. Sorry, just hitting things. I'm assuming this is mute. What is this? Okay, that's a fact. Sorry, I'm just playing around with stuff right now. Let's see what this is. Sticker, alright. Okay, highlight, retouch.
I want to be a cowboy. I'm going to be a cowboy. I'm born to be a cowboy.
I love this song. This is one of the best Vandal songs. song. The bass line is so good in these. Country punk. Such a great song. Country punk. Bunch of dudes. Such a great song. This whole album. You see out my head. Yeehaw! Fun to dance to. This is when you get a mosh pit going. Oh boy. Just gave myself vertigo. Yeehaw! Woohoo! Such a good song.
Couldn't make it as a funker.
How many of these do we get? Okay, so we have do have four bands on here. We got the hardcore true punk Descendants, and we got the more mellow Social D, and we got the Cramps, Psychobilly, and now we got another punk band, the Vandals. So it's a good recording. Covers the genre pretty good. We should have about like 10 minutes. I hope these lives catch on. This is It's a lot of really good alternative 80s music for sure, and underground. And I'm turning them into podcasts as well. So I hope they start making their way around. Better than dying 4 years ago and having them probably just thrown in the trash. Who's going to want to play 40-year-old tapes from some dead man's storage unit? That's all I know. But luckily I lived. And they're being played on these lives. And these podcasts. So music will live again. I'm getting dramatic. This is really different doing my lives like this. I used to drink like fish. And now I don't drink or smoke. I just enjoy being alive and being able to play music for you. People I don't really know that much. Yeah, this isn't the album I have. The album I have is Vandals play really bad punk music. I think it was an album after this album. And they went country punk for a whole album. This one just had I Want to Be a Cowboy on it, which is what I think led up to the next album, which the Vandals play really bad punk music. This is more mainstream punk too. It's more Green Day punk. But the Descendants, that was the first really fast hardcore punk. Where'd he go? Well, I had more people on earlier. Look, Chris, Saturday. I usually promote Tuesday. Should have done this as a Tuesday, but it'll be going up as a podcast.
Ever since my baby left, I found a new place I dwell. It's down in the lonely street called Heartbreak Hotel.
A remake. Heartbreak Hotel, isn't that Elvis?
Ever since my baby left, found a new place I dwell. Down in the lonely street called Heartbreak Hotel. It's so lonely, so fucking lonely, so goddamn lonely on the street. It's so lonely, so fucking lonely, so goddamn lonely.
Yeah, Bad Religion. That's another punk band. Misfits. I spent a lot of time, for like 2-3 hours, collecting all these images in the background, by the way. Yay me! Research, due diligence for doing it live, backing it up with images of the era. Oh, I didn't know Hamburger was the Vandals. Now I know. Wow, I had no idea. I have it on another one of the tapes. Now I know it's the Vandals. Perfect punk lyrics. It's a good song for what's going on right now. Hamburger Burger.
Get busy, y'all.
This song I love. Lady Killer. This is also on one of my skate videos. This kind of reminds me of kind of a version of Beastie Boys, a Beastie Boys song. They might do a song that kind of, I think this is where they got the idea. Oh, and that was the end of the tape. That's why tapes sucked. Because you could never get a song to end right at the end of a tape. That was one of the, oh well. Sorry, that's the way it was back in our day with tapes. You get a good mixtape going and think you were gonna get that last song in, and bada bing, bada boom. You're watching it and you're going, oh, it might, and you hear click, and you're like, no, damn it. I couldn't fit in the last song. Oh, that's crazy. Oh well. So much for the oh, now there's people coming in. Okay. Well, yeah, that was the punk edition, guys. It was great. Great bands. Yeah, but it ended. We're over. So Tuesday is my normal day. I'll be back with another tape and more 40-year-old bitchin' underground 80's music for you. And come in on Tuesday, 8 o'clock. That's my normal night. And see you guys.